Morning, guys. Look at all that washing. Don't know where all that's come from. It's only me. It's a lot of washing. Did I do a wash on Sunday? I did, didn't I? Oh, come from? I do not know. How are we all today? How was your sleep? How's everything? Nearly Friday. Yay! I'm meeting my sister today for coffee. It's about 8:10 now. I had to lie in. What time did I get up? 6:20. So I'm going to try and build this wardrobe thingy today. Let me show you. Cece is on a pause. Cece Monks! Cece! Ah, bat. Stop it. She's had a little walk. She'll sneak in there now to do them. Don't you dare! I'm watching you. You listening to me? Hey, come on, come with Mum. So, excuse bedroom. Just out of bed. Well, I'm not just out of bed because I woke Cece. Excuse messy there. But this is it. So, this is the state of, well, it's not the state. These are all my clothes. But so you can see I've got 2 rails there. And then a rail underneath. But it's really hard to see what I've got. Oh, something's just fell over. So, I'm going to have a go at building this. I might get it out now and see how hard it is. What time's it? 8. Meet my sister at 1:30. Take me an hour to get ready. Let's have a little look here. Tillyman's investigating the situation. She can't help, but she's very interested. Cece! See what she can have. She'd have that eye mask if she could. Wouldn't you? Hey. Ooh. What's in there, Cece? What's in there? What is it? What is it? What's in the box? You helping Mum? What's in the box, Baba? She's kindly brought Lammy to help with the unboxing. I don't know what the pair of them are going to do, to help, but the thought's there, isn't it? Cece? Well, that's it. Oh, I don't know whether I should start this now, guys, or do it later. Might knock me out, mightn't it? I think I'll leave it till later. Maybe do it, not tomorrow. Can't do it tomorrow in work. Maybe do it Saturday. Looks, the instructions look okay, but there's a lot of see. It's dead sturdy. The poles are really sturdy, which is good. Forgot how much it was. I think it was £58, which I don't think is bad. But yeah, it's great, but I can't see what I've got. Do you know what I mean? Probably got a hot load of stuff in there I forgot about. And then I've got stuff hanging there, and stuff hanging there, and then stuff in the cupboard, because I know that these are going to collapse soon with the weight. Oh, it's joys. Yeah, so maybe leave it till later. Gonna go and finish my coffee and put a wash on. I just think that basically, it's not going to be a little job, is it, sticking that together? I think once I've got the hang of it, I'll be able to do it. But I don't think if I'm going out and walking to meet my sis that I need to get them glasses tightened, don't I? I should be starting something like that, strenuous. So, but I'm excited about it. I'll be able to see all my clothes. Woohoo! See you later, guys. Ta-ra. I forgot to show you my little charity shop haul I got yesterday. And I went in the charity shop. This is my favourite charity shop, this. It's the hospice one downtown in Berko. And you go in and they have a manager's special rail. And everything's £2. So this is that. You can see it. Thought that'd be nice with some black tights, my black boots. It's from George. It was £2. £2, tried it on. It's nice. Shorter, but with thick black tights, that doesn't make a difference, does it? But I thought that's nice, isn't it? For £2, can't argue with that. And then I got this, which will do me for work. Well, it won't do me for anything. And this is Matalan papaya. St John's, Wirral Hospice St John's. It's in Birkenhead. They have some really good stuff in there. So like £2 instead of 3.50. Look, I just think it's really pretty. It's black. It should look black. It's nice, isn't it? Stretchy material. So stretchy material there, but not stretchy material there. A bit stretchy. I haven't tried that on, but I've just flung them in the wash. But yeah, nice. Just simple, but a nice pattern on the front. But yeah, that'll do me. So £4. There was quite a bit in there, but I did refrain. That was good. I know I could go on forever. I can't stop. It's an addiction. I've got an addiction to clothes. I'm well aware of it. But that's not bad, is it? I could be addicted to many other things. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy that I like my clothes. And then once I've got my wardrobe up, just flicking them over there, I'll be able to see what I've got. I think I'm making excuses. I think I buy more because I don't know what I've got, but I don't really. I just love buying clothes. I just love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, I was messaging Abigail last night, voice noting, as you do. And she gets the gusto, and you know I'm in this big dilemma. What, you coming up? Come on then. Oh! About, she's not. All right, we weighed her in the vet, you know, she's 12k, she's not underweight at all. Oh yeah, Helena said that's fine for her to be 12k. So anyway, Abigail gets gusto, and you know I'm in a dilemma with my food, and at the moment I'm really struggling with my food, with me eating, and I'm trying to use what's in the cupboards, aren't I? But I'm really struggling not to stuff my face all the time. So she was saying that the gusto is really good, so she's going to send me a link and I'm going to have a look at it and see whether I like it. So I'm just always hungry. I can't stop thinking about food. I think on a Monday I'm fine. Don't know why it's a Monday, but then as the week goes on, it's just really bad. And you know, as I said, I thought I cracked it, but I haven't. I don't suppose it ever goes away, and I know you get loads of people saying do this, do that and the other, but so I thought, I know this week I've just been eating silly daft things because I'm trying to get rid of what's in my cupboard and what's in my freezer and start fresh, and the likelihood is that's why I'm a little bit more hungry. But I thought if I get gusto and that's like proper meals and they just send you what you want for one person, that might help, mightn't it? So, because, you know, while I've put some weight on, I am scared that, you know, I might put more weight on again. Do you get what I mean? You know, I've worked so hard to lose all that weight. And for the way I look as well, I like, you know, the fact that I can, you know, buy clothes, buy anything I want to. Yeah, and that's a vanity thing, and I'm quite open and honest about that. But, you know, for me health as well, you know, I was on blood pressure tablets, wasn't I? So, yeah, so I need to do something. I've got 4 protein bars left. I had another protein bar last night and I had a pudding. So probably had about 1900 calories yesterday. Not a lot to show for it, but that's because I'm eating what's in the fridge. I think if I was more savvy with my food, I could get more bang for my buck. And I know I've done it before, but I'm determined to use what's in the cupboard, do you know what I mean, to start again, and in the freezer. So I watched Maths, Married at First Sight, and she, you know, the girl, is it, oh God, what's her name? I'm terrible with names, but if you watch it, you'll know who I mean. They did call her out on the couch, and she was crying, and she did say sorry, but then she made it about herself. I just think, you know, we can all, to mock someone because they're overweight, in my book, is very mean. You know, it's like people are who they are, and, you know, if people have a battle with food, it's a real battle. It's like a battle with alcohol, a battle with tobacco, and you could see that he's sort of slowly going into himself. I mean, someone said to her that, what if you could change one thing about him, what would it be? And she said, I think for him to get some tattoos and to lose some weight. And that's shallow, isn't it? It's shallow, you know. And, you know, it's like he was saying on the couch that it's triggered something in him, that when he was in school and he was called the fat kid. And she wasn't remorseful. She was crying for herself, do you know what I mean? And she doesn't deserve him, do you know what I mean? She doesn't, because if she thinks that she's better than him, then shame on her. So I hope he doesn't. I hope he's ready to leave next week and jibs it off, because he's gorgeous. He's absolutely gorgeous. As I said, he's got these 2 dimples. You know, beautiful ones for man. He's got a lovely personality. He's dead funny. Do you know what I mean? And she's picking out all the bad things in him. Do you know? So she's not the one for him. He's too good for her. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it was, I do like it when they're on the couch. If you watch it, you'll know what I mean. Because it is very interesting. But yeah. It was sad because you could see him sort of shrinking, but still had a smile on his face. Do you know, she just, all she could see was herself, you know, how she looked, her image. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, I always think, and I think I've said this before, if we were all blind, then we wouldn't know what we look like, would we? And, you know, does it matter? And, you know, so don't get me wrong, some parts of us are superficial. Do you know, if we see, you know, if you're into muscles, a muscly man, and you see a muscly man, then you might go, phew. But she was being personal about his weight, about something that obviously he's had to deal with, you know, the fact that he, you know, he's got a bit of cuddly on him and he's come to terms with that, and it's all been triggered again. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I think, I mean, I love my food. I could eat all day. It's just for the fact that I know for me health, and you know, that I can't, I've got to be slim. And because I've got a dodgy back and a dodgy leg, I shouldn't carry any weight on it. I'm always bleeding falling over this foot as it is. So, but if I could eat all day and not put a pound on, I would. Do you know what I mean? I really struggle with food at times, and I think a lot of us do, don't we? We've talked about it before, the fact that some people just aren't bothered by food, you know. So, but definitely the protein bars, I'm famous last words, I'm not going to order anymore, because if I don't have them in, I can't eat them. And maybe that's what I've come to realise, that I've got no control over sweet things. I just want to eat them all the time. So maybe just buy myself like a crunchy on the weekend and something like that, because I'm certainly, as soon as I know they're in, then I want to eat them, do you know. And you know, like 6 months ago, it didn't bother me, but that's when I was losing all my weight. Now I'm at maintenance, and maintaining is the hardest part, they say, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I love food. But yeah, maths, it's just, there's some couples on it that are really, really getting on. And they do, you know, some of them match, some of them have matched and had children and got married. So it's really lovely. But yeah, I still think that she thinks that she's too good for him, and she's not. No one's too good for anyone, are they? We're all the same, we're all equal. Do you know what I mean? You know, so yeah. So that's my little ramble. But yeah, so I'm going to put a wash on. I best add, hadn't I? And then finish my coffee, second cup of the day. And just on that note, is it underactive or overactive thyroid what you get where it makes you put weight on? I always think of things like that, you know, like I'm not perfect, don't mean I can like judge people, but I'm always conscious of it. And I've said things in my life when I've been younger that I've been out of turn, but I've apologised for them. And now I try and live my life without being, you know, saying anything about anyone. And I know I said she was no oil painting, but I was making a comparison, and she's not someone I care about. And I'm just saying like that. I don't know, I just said she's no oil painting. I mean, what I should have said is that she's got a bit of cuddly on her as well, so, do you know what I mean? But sometimes that's what happens, isn't it? It's coming back in on yourself, isn't it? What was I saying then? I forgot, I've lost my train of thought, haven't I? I'll have to go back and have a look. I know what I was saying. I was saying about the thyroid. So you can imagine if she developed a condition with a thyroid, I don't know which one it is, that she put weight on, how would she feel? Do you know what I mean? And that's why I always try and think, how would I feel? Do you know? And I say, I'm not perfect. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, like, I have thoughts in my head, which we all do, but they're only thoughts, do you know? And I try to be a kind person I try to think, you know, of how I would feel. Now I've got standards, do you know what I'm saying? There's things that I wouldn't do, but they're for my personal reasons. Like, I wouldn't date a heavy smoker because, or a smoker because I know a vape. It might start me smoking again, do you know what I mean? But that's not about that person. That is because I have to protect my own, you know, what I know that I could be susceptible to. I can be around smokers, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I could do that, do you know what I mean? And to be honest, I don't like the smell of cigarette smoke anymore. Now, they say that's because you're an ex-smoker. Now, I've got friends that smoke, and I don't think, do you know, but to have a close relationship with someone, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could date a heavy drinker, do you know what I mean? But it's like, that's because I think that, you know, because I used to like a wine, would I fall back into them habits? Would it be me that's compromised? You know, I don't like to think I would be. Do you know, it's coming up 2 years, as you know, since I've had a bevy, which is funny, isn't it? Because I'm fine now. Oh, you know what I mean? I have my non-alcoholic fizz, but I'll have that in the fridge for weeks. You know, might fancy the odd one, but I am a very much all or nothing person. I'm in or I'm out. Do you know what I mean? And I can't have an in between. But yeah, I was thinking that. I thought, well, what if that happened to you, Chicky? Do you know that if you got a condition where you started putting weight on, there was nothing you could do about it, how would you feel if people were judging you like that, judging you by what you look like? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and I think for me personally, ciggies are a bit different and alcohol's a bit different. I just think what I want out of life is not someone who his main priority is to get drunk all the time. Do you know what I mean? And that's just for me. And I certainly don't want out of life where that someone who smokes a lot, because for me, I know that it's my personal opinion towards that is that it's not good for, I mean, vaping's not good for you, but I'm trying with my vape. I'm on 6% now on me nicotine. And I just think for personal reasons, but I never say to someone, excuse me, guys, I wouldn't date you because you're a smoker. I wouldn't date you because you're a heavy drinker. I would never say that because I wouldn't, like, you know, I know addiction's hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, being addicted to this, it's hard. So I would never be that personal to someone. I might think it in my head and think, I don't like the smell of ciggy smoke, but I'd never, like, if I'm on a dating website and I see someone who says smokes often, I think there's no point me going down that road with someone because I think it's not my bag anymore. Do you know what I mean? But I never ever, you know, if they message me, I'll message back, do you know, and just like, but 9 times out of 10, I would, like, some of the sites they can message you on, some they can't. So I would never ever message someone who's like a heavy drinker. I had a guy message me the other day, and he was partying in Ibiza, and it's like, and you know, and I thought, well, he might just be on a lads weekend because we can all do that, can't we? I can go away even though I don't drink and have a good laugh with the girls, but. And then what came after that in the texts, it's not on my phone, it's just on a dating site. It's amplified to me that he wasn't what I was looking for. He was a party boy, and I don't want a party boy. I don't want someone who wants to plonk the bum on my couch all night. Don't get me wrong, I'm into having a cuddle. But I know what I want, you know, and I also know what I don't want. But I'd have never said to him, no, I don't want to meet you because, you know, you sound like you're just pissing it up the wall every weekend. And that's just the way it is, isn't it? So, yeah, but I'd never say and be intentional with a person to hurt the feelings. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you know, even like with Abigail, I'm like, I struggle with being direct, and I'll say to her, I haven't upset you, have I? Because that's the type of person I am now. Time gone by, I've probably been an arse myself, but I'm 55 now, do you know? I think I'm a little bit wiser. But yeah, it just, yeah, we can think things, can't we? We all think things, don't get me wrong, but we don't have to say them, do we? We don't have to be mean to people. There's enough meanness in the world, isn't there? Anyway, that's me ramble. So, I'm going to have another coffee, I think, because I'm not meeting my sis. I'm going to put that wash on. It's 9:15 now. And I'm going to have another coffee. And I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the fact I've got nothing to do. So yeah, happy days. And yeah, I'm back in work tomorrow, just for one day, and then I'm off for the weekend. So I'll get that thing built. I've got no plans for Saturday. I think I sent my brothers down, but the weather's horrendous. But never say never. I've said to him, I'll let you know. He's only going bowling, so it doesn't matter if I pop up there. He's in Bromborough going bowling. And it doesn't matter whether I decide on the day I'll just pop and see him. Do you know, I don't have to play bowling, do I? But yeah, so, and I'm in a dilemma with my hair. I just don't know what to do with my hair, guys. I just think maybe I need some cutting off and some layers putting in while I'm growing this colour out. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a drink of water. I did it yesterday and, oh, I don't know. So I might send a little message to Jodie, one of the girls in the shop, and see whether they can fit me in next week for a wash, cut and blow. Yeah, we shall see. See you later. So, washing's done. Do you like my little outfit? I showed you this the other week, didn't I? Hello Kitty and Friends. Always reminds me of Kirsten, my friend. But Primani, I did show you, didn't I? Primani. Primani. Oh, let me push you back a bit. Hold on. Primark, not Primani. You have to remember, not everyone knows what I'm talking about, do they? Oh, good gracious, can you see? I was a million miles away, don't I? Hold on. Got it. Pockets in it. So Primark, £14, these green pants were just elasticated waist, nice, roomy. This top was in the kids section, £11, but I like it. It reminds me of Rydal High in Greece, it's called that. So, done all my washing, and I've used this, which I did in another video that told you about it. I think it's on offer in Asda, and it's really, really nice. It smells lovely on your clothes. Now I used with it Comforts. You can't smell that. I don't rate Comforts. I don't know why I buy it. I don't know why I bought it. I bought it by mistake because I always buy Lenore. I just don't think, not on my hands, Comfort sticks to my clothes. Do you know what I mean? So, what 2 washes are done. I've got half a wash left. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to do this white top. Do you remember the white top I bought? But I haven't got any white ones, but I've got these colour absorbers. So I'm going to shove one of them in with it, just to try and get a little bit whiter. I think it's meant to be cream. Oh, crikey, me like, how many did you get in there? Oh, 30. Now, normally I get the bags. You only get 4 in a packet. That's all right, isn't it? I think I was £1 in home bargain. But I just think, as I say, I don't know that it's been stored or somewhere, it needs a freshen up. So a freshen up it will have. Yeah, and that's about it. So as I say, 2 washing done. Definitely not going to do the wardrobe today. Too much. Just going to sit here, watch a bit of telly, ringing my son at 12 to see how he's getting on. And going to meet my sister at 1:30. So I've had a protein Mars bar. What's new there? And I'll probably have a butty in the Benricks where I'm going for the coffee shop, but I'll show you when I get there, alright? So it's done. It's definitely whiter, isn't it? Looks a hell of a lot cleaner. It must have had a bit of dust on it. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Happy days. My lovely sister Karen. This is what we're having to eat. Karen's having cheese and beans on toast. And I'm having, well, eat it or jump over it, guys. It's jack of potato with tuna and sweet corn. Tell you what, it's roasting in here, absolutely roasting. Just laughing at you. Didn't know I had a YouTube video. I've kept it under my hat though, we have to be honest. Right, I'll catch you later. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Had a lovely afternoon with my sister. It was so good. Time just goes nowhere. And then you're like, I'm thinking now, she asked me loads of questions about stuff that I didn't answer, but, because you know, and you're like, it's trying to condense 64 hours worth of talking into 2, but it was lovely, and we can speak about things that you know, we didn't speak about and we'll remember again, but it was lovely to see her as always, and it's just nice to catch up, and do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just dead happy about that. And I told her, I think I said I told you about my YouTube channel, you know what I mean, forget everything. So the Burns has come, the Burns food, so I'll show you the picture of it in a minute. So we're going to see how she fares with this. Hopefully she'll eat it. It's funny because I brought it in for it, just let me check she's not up to no good, hold on. She just promptly turned her nose up to it, which she will, because she's expecting pilchards or heart and liver, and she ain't having any of that tonight. So she will just have to get used to it, because this is the shape of things to come. She can have a little treaties, you know, but she's had a big load of heart and liver this morning and some sardines to get her last antibiotic in her. So she's going to have to learn now that treaties are like maybe on a weekend like her mummy has. Do you know what I mean? You know, because as we've said before, it's all about health reasons, isn't it? You know, I've said that that's why I keep my weight down. My sister was saying today, because actually she's lost 6.5 stone as well. How good's that? Amazing. But she's not on blood pressure tablets anymore. So these are the things we have to look after. But the pair of us are sweet fiends. Chocolate sweet fiend, sweetie. But Cece can have a little treat on the weekend like mummy does. Now I know I've still got the protein bars in the cupboard, but I've only got 2 left. I've had 2 today. I've had two of them. I've had 2 lattes when I was out, and I've had Jack's potato, which I filmed. And I'll tell you, here's my phone. Hold on, I'll tell you what I've had today. Oh, and I've had a banana as well. So, but yeah, we were talking about, just let me check what she's up to, bear with. She's only just behind me. I took a seat, I've had a few. Losing it, that's the easy part, because you've got the constant high. If you're losing. It's maintaining, and she said exactly the same. Where's my phone, Joe? That the maintenance is the hardest, you know what I mean? But yeah, she looks fantastic. You'll see the video. I don't know what I've done with my phone, peeps. Oh, it's right in front of me there. How silly of me. So, I've had... I've just popped everything off now. Oh, come on, Janine. Have a word with yourself. So, I've had for breakfast... I've had in total... I had a protein bar for my breakfast. I know it's shocking, but what can you do? I think part of me is trying to get rid of them, but it is the weekend tomorrow. But... you know, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to see how I do. I'm not making any promises. I'm just going to get this week out the way of using the food that I've got in the freezer. And tomorrow, next week, start fresh. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, I digress. So I've had 2 Mars bar bars, which in total is 376 calories. 14.2 of fat, which is quite high, isn't it? 36.2 of protein. So you get sidelined by it's a protein bar, but it's got quite a lot of fat in that, hasn't it? And I'm sure the carb's quite high. Let me just change it over. Hold on. Yeah, the carbohydrates are 34, so 17. So they're not good for me, are they? There you go. There's my way of telling myself not to buy any more of them. They are delicious. But I digress. So, and then I've had a banana. Keep pressing buttons, guys. Oh, what have I just done then? I don't know what I've done. I've had a banana, which is 81 calories, 0.2 of fat, 1.3 of protein, and 20.4 of carb. Let me just change that back to fibre, because I am looking at my fibre there, aren't I? I'm not doing well on my fibre today, I can tell you that for nothing. So Jack and potato, I've just had to do sort of a guesstimate with that, because I was in a cafe, so I've done Jack and potato, tuna mayo with butter, which comes out at 508 calories, 28 grams of fat, 15.1 of protein and 6.8 of fibre. And then snacks, I've done, again, 2 semi-skimmed lattes, 274 calories, 9.6 of fat, 21.2 of protein and 1.4 of fibre. So in total today, I've had 1,239 calories. If I have any more, I will let you know tomorrow, as I always do. But yeah, I've had a lovely day. You know, family is really important. Friends are really important. Having good people around you is really important. And, you know, we've had a right laugh, the pair of us, so it has been really good. And yeah, that's all I've got to say on the matter, really. So, I've walked CC, I've just done a walk around the block. I think there's a storm coming, you know. I think there is. It's been trying to rain while I've been out. So I'm in work just for one day tomorrow. I was in two minds whether to ask for leave, but it would have been more of a faff trying to get it because I don't have my boss's number, my new boss's number. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go in and do my day, and it'll be the weekend before we know it. I'll have to stop that outdoor walk. Been in about 10 minutes. Anyway, guys, I hope you've all had a lovely, lovely day. I don't think I've got any. I was going to show you the burns, wasn't I? Hold on, bear with me. So that's it. So there's no actual nasties in that. And he was a vet. Well, he is a vet. Jonathan Burns, I think his name is, or James Burns, I can't remember. She's had this before and she did good on it. So, you know, hold on. The food trial is just, it's not for her. It's not for her. I was speaking to our Jordan today, my son, on FaceTime, and I said, what are them little balls called, the golden ones? And he said, are they golden balls by Nestle? I said, I knew you'd remember. Could be something else, but that's what they looked like, and just like hollow. She didn't like them. So these are more like a proper food. Do you know what I mean? So I know it's dry food, but that's okay. She'll have a treaty on the weekend. But that has got everything in it, and it says, so hypoallergenic, whole grain, added salmon oil, ideal for fussy dogs, low feeding costs, natural ingredients. I think that was 30 quid for a 6 kg bag. Now the other one is, it's hydrolyzed protein, so the protein, the amino acids in it are broken down, but she doesn't like it. And I think I've said, I'm not sticking her on a food that she doesn't like, so I don't think it's food that's making her rich. I think I've said, I know it would be chicken, but anyway, guys, I'm rambling. I'm going to get off now and get myself settled down. I haven't even made my bed today. Make my bed and work tomorrow. So get myself settled down, watch a bit of telly. And I will say, as always, take care of yourself, look after yourself, be kind to yourself and love yourself and give yourself a big hug. All right, see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Got a runny nose.